Am I doing the podcast on my own today? Hi guys, welcome to Lost in Translation. Today there is no translation because it's just me, myself and I. Oh gosh. Oh, there she is. I was just about to crack on my own.
Oh, no one would listen.
Excuse me? To be honest, it's true. Your hair is nice.
Do you like it?
Yeah, very nice. It blends with the jacket actually.
I feel like I'm in my dark era now.
Nice. I prefer you blonde anyway, but...
Do you think I have more fun when I'm blonde?
No, I just like you blonde.
Oh, okay. But I do like yours longer.
Well, it's gonna be off tomorrow.
Why? Are you shaving it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I had enough.
Oh, I don't like it shaved.
I don't like your brunette.
Oh, that's okay then. If you shave it then, we'll both not like each other's hair. Shall we crack on with today's episode of Lost in Translation?
Vamos!
So Gorka's just nipped out. Obviously I went to 5 last week, best night of my life. I'm going to slip in as many 5 song titles as possible into this episode. He's got no idea, so I don't think he'll get it. Well, he might do, I don't know. But anyway, if you're a fan of 5, listen for the 5 song titles in this episode. Enjoy! So, welcome along to another episode of Lost in Translation. I'm Gemma Atkinson.
And I'm Gorka Marquez.
And this is our podcast that you guys know about now. This is a judgment-free zone. It's an area to say what's really, really on our minds with each other during the weekly stages of living with a Mancunian and a Spaniard. We play a lot of games along the way. We solve some of your dilemmas. Thank you as well, by the way. We have genuinely been really touched by the amount of supportive messages we've had from people, not only on the Lost in Translation social media page, but our own personal ones. It's been brilliant. I was actually in the Trafford Centre the other week and a lady come over and said, I love your podcast. I look forward to Wednesdays. And I thought, oh, bless her. So thank you very much. We do appreciate it. If you do want to get in touch, you can either email us at lostintranslation@bauermedia.co.uk, and Bauer spelt BAUER.co.uk, or our social media channel is lost.in.podcast, so you can check out everything that's going on there, where we post behind the scenes, bits and bobs, and we get your guys' opinions. So, without further ado, are you ready, Gorka?
I'm just laughing to the fact that from all this intro, the only thing I said is vamos and my name. That assumes have a relationship. She does everything. Vamos.
Coming up.
Próximamente.
I'd probably just whack him around the head with the brush.
The results are in. I never know with you, because 1 month you want to have another kid, one you want me to have the snip.
I forget to wear knickers sometimes, don't I? And you had to shave me in places I couldn't reach before going into labour.
Think about that time a nice runny poo of Tiago got stuck inside your nail.
Come along with us while Gorka gets the snip. So, catch up on the week. Last time we were here, I was going to see 5.
Yes, and talking about 5.
Still not over it.
I know you're not over it, and you keep talking about it, and watching videos, and show me videos, and comment about it, and keep hearing the 3-minute voice notes on fast speed of your friend talking about 5.
It changed my life, that concert.
Great. Now talking about changing lives,
yeah.
Have you noticed that something is changing in this room?
Something... I've only just seen it, because I was late. Oh my gosh! That's what's happened because I was rushing in. Oh my goodness.
That's just a gift for your birthday.
I've got PTSD from that concert. Genuinely, it was so good. It was, do you know, I tell you how good it was. It was literally about 30,000 perimenopausal women all in the arena.
Couldn't think of anything worse.
No, like literally. They came on and they sounded incredible. Like, they sounded so good.
Or because they are all perimenopausal, they think they sounded so good. And they were just...
Yeah, we were just like... But it was very hot. And we were very, very fortunate.
The venue, all of you?
All of us.
Yeah.
We were very fortunate that after the show, I got to go backstage. And it was... I keep telling you, don't I? It was amazing.
You know when they were overreacting, when 3 days later, she... show me a video that someone filmed of them 3 when the band came to the stage. I was sat in the kitchen with our 6-year-old daughter, yeah? And for a 6-year-old daughter, roll her eyes, look at me and go, they look like teenagers.
Yeah! When they come out.
Yes. She looked at me when they did this.
Mia was
They
like...
look like teenagers.
She'll understand one day when she has her boy band.
Yeah.
And it was just... We went backstage and I did The Jungle with Jay in 2007. So I've known Jay since 2007. We've not seen each other. And I was like, we can't be in Manchester and not say hello. And because he's so lovely, he was like, of course. So after the show, we went backstage and I saw the doors opened and I saw him and he went, Gem, and I went, Jay, and I gave him a hug. But my two best friends went in first, Laura and Natalie. You know what they're like. And because they'd had quite a few swills, they were stood behind him, but in my eye line. So as I hugged him, I could see them and they were both just going, oh. Natalie had a single tear. Literally, Natalie was going, And then Scott came out to talk to him and Natalie was going, and then she said to me, I'm going to be sick. I'm going to throw up. So at that point, I thought I do need to get them out because it was getting a bit much. So we said bye, wished them well with the rest of the tour. But I will say this, it made me realise when I was a teen, that boy band was like, they were like untouchable. It was like they were this and they were that. When I spoke to Jay backstage and I said, how was it? It was like, yeah, it's good. We are all knackered. I was thinking, do you know how you get like Strictly fans who support you on tour and are so excited, and you give them all the time backstage and after the shows, but then when you come home, you're like, oh, my knees, I'm knackered. I want to see the kids. I thought it's exactly the same for them. And it's only as an adult now, I thought, it's just 5 middle-aged men who are still so amazing and talented. But at the end of the day, if they can get home to see the kids after a show, they're going to do it.
They are not middle-aged. They're like on their 40s, no?
No, Jay's 49.
Oh, okay.
He's the eldest, 49. But yeah, they're all in the 40s. But there must be a band that you had growing up in Spain that you thought... I mean, you love Bad Bunny, don't you? You're going to see him
but
next
I'm not
year.
I'm going to see Bad Bunny, but I'm not going to be like, you are Bad Bunny!
You're not going to wear a T-shirt with his face on? Well,
No.
you must have a band who you...
No,
Not
really.
even growing up?
No.
Did you not like the Beatles or anything?
The Beatles, I never listened to that music.
Beatles are good.
Spanish.
Your dad
English.
likes them.
Yeah, my dad, but...
Your dad likes the Beatles, he likes Fleetwood Mac, and he likes Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, but it's not me. It's my dad. I didn't grow up listening. I grew up listening to Spanish music.
Like reggaeton.
Yeah, but I don't have a band that, again, it's like the same question of you have a crush, a celebrity crush. No, I don't really go like, I'll go and I listen. It's like when I went to watch Post Malone. Yeah, I enjoy it. I sat in there and watched it. But I don't go like, oh my God, Post Malone.
Well, I'm afraid...
You know what I mean? Like you in the video.
Yeah, I couldn't control myself. I lost my mind. I lost my damn mind, Gorka. And I'm afraid next year in June, I'm going to see Take That. So that's going to be the same. But I'm taking Mia to that one. And it's Mia's very first concert. And I'm taking her to the Etihad with my mum to watch Take That. So she'll love it.
That's fine.
We've also this week, we didn't fall out, but we had we were back and forth with Christmas food shopping, weren't we? Because...
Yes, again. It's not fall out, but which day is today?
We're hosting for 15 people. I've said to him, we need to get organised. I've ordered the turkeys, even though I ain't going to be eating them. I've still got them ordered for you and the
fine.
guests.
But she wanted to buy every other thing.
Not buy, pre-order.
Pre-order it now to get it. And it was the first week of November. So I was like, Gemma, you have at least 6 weeks. Yeah, but we ran out. And I was like, last year I went to the super. Last time that
Christmas
I cooked.
Eve you went last year for Christmas stuff.
And then she wanted to buy already the potatoes. They come already like pre-peeled and froze. That you just have to defrost and put it on the oven. Absolutely not. I said, who's cooking? Is it me? So if I cook, I peel the potatoes and I do everything from scratch. So she was like, okay, so should I order that? And I was like, order what you want. What happened? After an hour,
it was in my
at
basket.
8 in the morning, yeah? So at 8 in the morning, kids in bed, she's doing that.
It was just an online shop.
Yeah. So
all you do is reserve it, and so many items were out of stock already.
she spent an hour back and forward. She ended up not ordering anything.
Yeah, I didn't order anything, and I've pre-warned the guests that if on Christmas Day all you've got is 2 turkey crowns that I ordered in advance and now else, it's your fault, not mine.
No, you won't. Last time I cooked, you had the best Christmas dinner. And I bought everything the same morning almost.
I know, you went Christmas Eve shopping for food. It was just...
Lovely. Because everybody
so
was at home
stressful.
already. It was like just all fresh.
But he is cooking again this year. So, yeah.
There we go. Who is cooking again this year?
You're cooking.
Yeah.
I'm doing the entertainment. You're cooking.
Entertainment?
I'll be slam dunking the funk while you're doing the food. Why is this called Lost in Translation? Should we have a brief explanation?
Yes.
Clearly because of what we've discussed so far. Our hair, the obsession and no obsession with boy bands, and the very, very stressed versus a very, very relaxed approach to food shopping at Christmas. I'm from Manchester, Gorka's from Spain. We try and navigate life. Well, we do navigate life. We've done nearly 8 years, haven't we, so far? And we've raising 2 kids, and they're all right, aren't they, so far? They could, mess up towards the teenage years.
No,
we keep them on track. You guys get involved. We don't know what's coming with every episode either.
We don't even know that.
The producers have a lot of tricks up the sleeve. We had a Halloween episode, didn't they? And baby, when the lights go out, that happened on Halloween. Them lights went straight out, didn't they? And I scared you from behind the curtain.
You scared me anyway.
Should we do the debates, Gorka?
The results are in.
Tess. So we have debates every week, don't we, about things that have grated us about each other during the week. And it's sometimes, I'm not going to lie, sometimes it's hard. Molly messaged me yesterday and said, what's your lost in translation moment this week? I had to really think about.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I thought he's not annoyed me that much this
Really?
week. Genuinely.
Bless Molly, because I messaged her, so like, I have a long list.
Oh.
And I have proofs and everything. So I sent her a long list with probably 3 or 4 things and pictures and video of the things that annoys me. And I said to her, but just keep them like that just for the following weeks in case I forget about them. But this week I have a long list.
All right, Victor Meldrew. Well, last week our lost in translation moment was I was annoyed because I was downstairs sorting Mia and the breakfast and school stuff. Tiago was crying while Gorka was asleep in the next room, and rather than just get up and sort him, he brought him down, and the first thing he said to me was, Gemma, can you not hear him crying? Even though I was downstairs. And yours was about my parcels, was it, behind the door? Just remind us. I left parcels behind the door.
In the London, yeah.
From the postman.
When you asked me to move the luggage.
Yeah.
Which is still there, 2 of them.
And the reason I left them there is because it was for a job I had to do, and I needed to be reminded to do the job. If I'd have packed them away, I would have forgot.
So a week later, the box is still there, yeah?
Anyway, the results are in. With 25% of you agreeing with Gorka, it means that 75% agreed with me, and I won last week's debate.
Yeah, but to be honest, this is the thing. It's like, for example, now she doesn't do it. Now she takes the monitor. But long time ago, she used to wake up early, yeah? And she wakes up and we have the monitor. So if I was waking up, yeah, and I go downstairs and I'm awake and she stays in bed, yeah, which happens a few times when I was
breastfeeding, exhausted.
No, but it doesn't matter when. I'll take the monitor with me because in my head I'm thinking, well, I'm the one who is awake. She's going to stay in bed. So I take the monitor in case Tiago cries or screams or whatever. Doesn't disturb her. I can hear the monitor and go and take Tiago. What you used to do, yeah, say I was on tour, yeah, and I come home from a show at 2 a.m, and I'm exhausted, and the next morning I have until midday before I go on tour.
Yeah.
She wakes up early because she wakes up early, so she goes downstairs, but she leaves the monitor in the bedroom. Yeah, so she's like, I can hear Tiago if he cries. Yeah, but so do I through the monitor.
Yeah, wake up.
No. That's rude.
No, but to be fair...
That you do that all the time.
No, when was the last time I left it in the room?
Not now, but that you until I told you.
I used to, yeah, until about
all
a year.
The time.
Until about a year ago.
So I go like, if you're awake, then take the monitor. If I'm staying in bed, it's because I'm gonna sleep.
Well...
Anyway, that's done.
Until the time is through, I will now bring the monitor downstairs. Anyway, shall we keep on moving to the debates?
You go with yours, because my one is quite long.
Oh, you've got a few. So my debate, like I say, I did struggle this week to find any.
Basically, because
mainly
also we
we've
haven't
not
seen each other.
Yeah, we've genuinely not seen each other this week.
For the last 2 weeks, we haven't really seen each other.
And it's the same for next week.
Yes.
We're not going to see each other next week until Thursday, until we're sat here.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
This week has been fantastic. Before you go, on a Monday, say hi, what do you have on a Monday? Facial? Yeah.
I had my gem and tonic
facial.
meeting. I had meetings first.
And then you went for a facial. Then on Tuesday, she was doing something.
Working.
Yesterday, she went, no, Tuesday you have the hair. Or yesterday you have the hair.
Yesterday I had my hair.
She went for the hair and she booked different visit appointments of people coming to fix things at home, and she left. She went for her hair. Doing her hair all day.
No, I didn't book that. We needed an electrician and a plumber and a glass company, and their availability was Wednesday the 12th, which was yesterday, or a week in December. Had I said no, a week in December, you'd have gone, Gemma, that's too late. We need it now. So, hence why. Anyway,
she went for the hair.
This week's debate. For me, I was driving to work yesterday or the day before. I think it was the day before, actually. And I got into work, and there's not a great signal, is there, in the building that you're walking through? Which you think there would be because it's a radio station, but there's not. And my phone rang, and it was Gorka. Couldn't really hear. So then you WhatsApp me. Ping. And we're trying to do the recordings. We do some bits before the show.
I bet it was something important. It wasn't something that...
Again, ping. And I said to Mike said, are you going to get... I said, I'm really sorry. I said, I need to check this because it's Gorka. On Tuesday, the kids go to my mum's for tea. She picks them up from school, takes them to her house, and they have tea at Nana's. Gorka had messaged me, first of all, what time is mum coming? Then he messaged me, is mum going for Mia first or Tiago straight here? Then he messaged me again, shall I go for Mia or is mum coming? And all that was going through my head was... You know I'm at work. You have my mum's number. I am not a PA. That by the time you've messaged me and disturbed me at work, for then to me message my mum to then message you back, you could have just WhatsApped. Sandra, are you going to school first?
Yeah,
or
but
here?
I just asked
she would
because
have
you
replied.
were the one who told me my mum is coming to get Tiago and then going for Mia. So that's why I
told
asked
you that.
you.
So you knew.
Yeah, but I also
you
was
quadruple check.
I was also concerned. It was 3:15.
Concerned.
Yeah, it was 3:15. Your mum wasn't there. Tiago was still there, so I wanted to know. And then at 3:20, your mum arrives to get Tiago.
Right.
And my word is like, you have 10 minutes. You don't drive like Schumacher to get to the school and get Mia. How she's gonna be late to get Mia?
But why did you not just text her?
Because I was speaking to you.
No, you were texting me.
Yeah, so I cannot text you to ask you that, but you have enough time to send me a freaking reel of a dog, you know what I mean? Or someone petting an animal. You have time for that, but not try to reply my message.
No, I did reply to you, didn't I?
Yeah, but you have time.
I did reply to you.
So
but
why you moaning? I've been messaging
because
you.
my moan is next time, cut the middleman out, i.e. me, just go straight to me mum.
Okay.
She'll reply to you. She'll put your mind at rest and reply to you.
Okay.
That was my lost in translation.
So she don't judge, but...
We listen and we don't judge. However, you have a list long as your arm. What's yours?
I'm just going to tell you one, eh?
Yeah, just be easy on me. Just one.
So, Gemma, 2 weeks ago or last week, came home. Well, one of those big parcels that was in the house, that was there for a few days after she asked me to move the luggage. It was this new thing that she bought, you know, because she's obsessed at the moment. I think she's going through like the probably midlife crisis.
Yeah.
And she's obsessed with all these like hacks, life hacks.
Biohacks.
Yes. So she
clearly they're working. You said I don't look 41.
So she bought this now new thing, yeah. It's called like a red light therapy.
It's a red light mat. It's like a yoga mat, but it's red light.
So have in mind, we had a sauna, which we have now a new sauna been installed, yeah. She also bought a sauna blanket because she does the sauna in the bed on top of in the room, yeah.
It's blue light as well.
Yeah,
that one.
and that's blue light or red light.
Both.
Yeah. And now she bought a red blanket, red light therapy blanket, which the excuse, I bought us a red blanket, yeah, which is fine. If she puts it downstairs or she uses it, the first day she put it on the chair, hanging on the chair, she was like all red, yeah, it had different levels. So now...
You used it. You liked it.
Yeah, downstairs, yeah, it's fine. Now what she does, and what annoys me is, I'm a person who doesn't like to sleep in a hot room or a hot bed or when it's very hot because... With all those biohacks, your room should be like biohacks. Your room should be cold, yeah, or like between 18 and 21 degrees.
That's why I opened the patio last night.
What she does is she gets the red blanket, red therapy. She puts it now on top of the bed. So I go to bed and I'm in bed already with my glasses and my laptop at low intensity, so then the light doesn't disturb her because she doesn't like it. So I put it quite dark. But she goes and puts the mat on top of the bed. She lies on top of the bed full power, so it had different intensities, and it's quite bright red, yeah?
Really, it's like we're in Amsterdam.
Yeah, so I was like, this is what like that. So she does for half an hour, yeah? Both ways. It's like a toast, up and down.
No, do 15 on each side.
Okay. That red light gets hot, so also heats up the bed, yeah? And that heat goes to me. And after that, she stands up, folds it up, and puts it on the floor, and that stays there. The same way that the parcel stays on the floor downstairs. So now when you go to have a
It
bed...
folds up small, though.
No, it doesn't.
It does. It's like that table.
Yes,
and it's
that's
just
not
at the
small.
side of the bed.
Yeah, on the floor. So we have that mat on the middle of the floor at the bottom of the bed, and then we have the sauna blanket in the other end of the room. So basically, everything is everywhere, plus it hits the room.
It made me laugh actually last night.
I woke up.
He said to me, I was on my red light blanket with my red light my helmet on. And I had an eye mask on and my blue light blockers, and I had no clothes on.
Fully
did I?
naked.
I was naked.
And top of the red light.
And I was like this, and he just went to me, "You look like a corpse on a slab, Gemma." I was just lay there.
Yes.
But I had a great night's sleep after all those biohacks.
Fantastic. I didn't, because the room was at 26 degrees.
Okay, so what I'll do is moving forward.
Go to the back bedroom.
If you've got the feeling, I'll go into the next room. I'll go into the spare room. I'll do my biohacks in the spare room, and then I'll come back to bed.
Fantastic.
Yeah? Shake
Yeah.
on that. I'll do that for you.
Yeah.
Take my strong hand.
Yeah.
So who do you agree with on this week's debate? Do you agree with myself?
No, sorry, because it's not finished. Then I woke up at like 10, 11 in the night. Literally, I wake up sweating. I go, Gemma, why is it so hot in here? It's like, it's not hot. And I was like, Gemma, I'm sweating. Like, literally, I could
But you've had a cold as well. Could be you sweating your cold out.
A
If I
week
wasn't
ago,
hot,
2
you
weeks
couldn't have
ago,
been
when
hot.
me, I was cold. I was sweating like that. And she was like, it's not hot. I'm like, Gemma, it's 27 degrees in this room. She's like, the heat is not on. Must be your cold.
Yeah, no, the heat wasn't on. That was just the room temp.
No, it was horribly hot in that room.
And I opened the patio last night as well.
I can understand that you like to sleep so hot in the room.
No, I don't. I like a cool room, but I wasn't hot. Like if I'm hot, then you know it's hot. But who do you agree with? Let us know at lost.in.podcast, or you can email us at lostintranslation@bauermedia.co.uk.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's time to solve some dilemmas.
Yes, I like this one actually. I'm reading it.
So today's dilemma comes from Amber. Thank you for getting in touch, Amber. She says, "Hi both, please settle our debate." And she said, "It's worth noting first, my husband is not the most active house cleaner or tidier in the world. He has to be told what to do. He's not got a huge amount of initiative to clean up. I don't think he has ever brushed up the floors, or at least not without being begged to first.
Oh.
When I clean up, I'll brush the floors, leave all the sweepings in a pile on the floor, and ask him to get the dustpan out to sweep it up. He goes bananas because apparently she's a half-job Harry. From my point of view, I've just brushed the whole floor, and I've asked him to do the teeny tiniest little job at the end to save me bending down because I'm 6 months pregnant. So he hasn't got a leg to stand on moaning about brushing up one tiny pile when he's not brushed a single centimetre. He should say, 'Of course, thank you for brushing the whole floor. I will gladly sweep up the one small pile of crumbs. Please, please be on my side.' She says, 'Thank you, Amber.'
To be honest, I'm gonna be on her side.
You're quite clean. You're very clean around the house, aren't you?
I know what is living with a half job, Harry.
I'm not a half job Harry when it comes to bits. I do a lot in our house.
This is not about doing a lot.
This is about Amber.
Yeah, but this is not about doing a lot. This is about doing and do it fully done.
Well, I think, Amber, my opinion is,
Tell him firstly to do everything.
yeah,
So then he
6 months
doesn't have
pregnant,
to.
you shouldn't be doing that anyway.
Yeah, but firstly, I will go tell him to do everything, so then he doesn't have to just get the crumbs. Yeah. Or if you do it, instead of just brush them, why you don't hoover them? No.
You could hoover them, yeah. I mean,
Just
it'd be quicker.
brush everything and
Depends,
then-
they might not have a hoover. Depends what type of floor they have and all
Yeah,
that.
but you can brush everything and then like.
I mean, to be fair, if you're getting down at 6 months pregnant, then that's fair play to you. The last thing I would be doing at that stage would be getting down. Do you know what I mean? You're just exhausted.
I mean, it will be difficult also with the big bum.
I know. But I think you should. I agree with you, Amber. He should be doing it. And for him to call you a half job Harry, yeah. No, I mean, I'm hoping it's said in jest because we say things like that in jest. But Yeah.
But also, for example, if you do the job, just do the fully job. One thing, that, for example, that annoys me is people who does doing something and then they leave it halfway, and then you go to finish like, I haven't finished. Like, well, you clearly have, because even like, for example, if you're washing the dishes, yeah, and you're washing. If you wash,
I always leave a spoon and fork.
No. But if you're washing or you're cooking, you cook and then you tidy at the same time or after. But then, for example, you go like, oh, looks like it's tidy, but it's not tidy, because you can have seen like the marks of the grease from the oil, or the, like a little bit of crumbs. So if you clean. Don't clean halfway. If you fold the clothes.
Well, if you finish taking your medicine, the Spanish medicine, and you just put it on the side of the cabinet instead of in the medicine cabinet.
Which medicine?
The floor thing, whatever it is, floor on my side thing. It's been on the top of the work unit for a week, near the air fryer. This morning...
I'm still taking it?
This morning I put it in the medicine cabinet. You're not still taking it. You've not took it for a week. And I wouldn't mind, it's been on the cupboard above the medicine cabinet.
Yeah, but that's not her cabinet. That's kids' cabinet.
You're half a job, Larry.
No,
Harry.
I don't. We're talking about tidying, about taking.
We're talking about Amber. I am on your side, Amber, 100%. I don't think you should be doing that at 6 months pregnant. But if he's panicked about a little bit of crumbs, wait till the baby arrives. Because when you're weaning a kid, that's why we have a dog.
I think she's
just
right.
Eat everything. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Amber. 100%. I would leave the pile. I'd probably just whack him around the head with the brush.
I would make more piles.
Yeah. Make more mess and whack him with the brush and say, you got me into this mess. You can clean up till this sprogs out of me. Speaking of Amber being pregnant again, I said to you, Dinah, the other day, what was I watching? Oh, it was when the health visitor came round.
Oh, yeah, about the third one. Absolutely not.
Yeah, the health visitor came round to do Tiago's 2-year check. And he's doing absolutely marvellous, isn't he? And when she left, I said to him, it does make you think a third would be nice.
No.
But he's like...
No.
Absolutely not.
Like even 2, no.
Oh, but it's
perfect.
lovely.
It's perfect now.
It's organised chaos. It's fun. My sister's got 3 kids, but they're all adults now.
Yeah. No.
But at one stage, our kids...
We have 3.
Nina had, at one stage, a newborn, a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old.
We have 3.
Yeah.
With Benji.
Yeah.
No, that's perfect. No more.
Good to know.
You want to have more kids?
Well, no. I mean, I don't want to be pregnant again. If someone was to give us
so make
me my
your
baby,
mind, because you go.
I'd rather have another dog.
Yeah, but you keep going. Gorka, have the Snip. Gorka, let's have another baby.
Yeah, I do want him to.
So
have
make
the
your
Snip.
mind up. Then you go like, why you don't have the Snip?
Well,
I was like, well, I never know with you, because 1 month you want to have another kid, one you want me to have the Snip. So I don't know which one.
Have the Snip and then have no choice in the matter. Go and have the Snip. You can have it on your lunch break, apparently.
No.
Why?
My lunch break is my lunch. I don't want to have on my lunch break someone cutting my willy, no.
Well, I think if you have it, have the Snip and then it's taken out of my hands and then I can relax.
So you want them to take my willy off your hands?
No, I want the whole, do I want another kid or not? Because I think it's because of my peris. I think it's after time, I'm like, oh, it'd be so nice. Because it dawned on me, I'm never going to get that. Do you when you pick a baby up like this?
Yeah, okay.
And it curls.
Next time let's one thing.
I'm never going to have that again.
Next time that you think about having another baby, think about that time a nice runny poo of Tiago got stuck inside your nails.
Yeah, and it went up the wall,
and then you didn't realize it. You did like this, you were like, oh, it smells like poo, and then you have poo in your
poo
nose.
under my nail.
So remember,
it looks like I've got poo under my nail now, but it's
next
pen.
time, remember that, yeah?
And I remember how when I was literally 3 days off giving birth to Tiago,
yeah,
I cried and said to you, I am never doing this again.
Yeah.
And you had to shave me in places I couldn't reach before going into labour because I was embarrassed about what the midwife would see.
I'm more than welcome to go through the process of trying, but not.
Well, if you get the Snip, you could. But I'm not doing anything like that without that Snip. If you don't want another kid, I'm not getting in that mess.
There's no magic pill that I can take.
If there was, you just do it. My brother-in-law's had it done. He said it was fine. He said it
My
doesn't
dad
hurt.
didn't. He was sat on a floated ring for a week.
We'll do an ep on your Snip. You can come along with us while Gorka gets the Snip. We're going to play a little game now.
Okay.
We will rock you with this game. The producers have picked it, so we're seeing it here for the first time. It's going to be a Who's Most Likely To.
Okay.
Which is quite interesting. So we'll just read out what's in front of us and discuss then who is most likely to do it. So number 1, I know it already. Who's most likely? Should we do it where whoever it is puts the hand up?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's most likely to forget their keys or phone? 1000% me. I always lose my phone.
No, not only that.
I always lose my keys.
I remember once we left the house. Yeah.
Oh, when I cried.
No, we left the house. We were driving literally, and within 10 minutes, she said to me, "Did I close the garage door?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention, but I'm pretty sure it is closed." And then I was like, "I think it is." Like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yes, let's just go back." She said, "No, I cannot go back because we're gonna be late, of course." And I said, "Well," she's like, "Can you message the neighbor and ask him if our garage door is closed?" So I have to message number 2 to get out of the house and go and check because obviously from his windows you cannot see the garage. So he had to get out of the house, go around and check if our garage door was closed.
And it was.
Because she always panics. Or like I think, for example, we go on holidays. We go on holidays and it's absolutely fine. And then she sits on the plane, and after an hour on the plane, she goes like, "Did I put alarm?" And I'm like, "Well, it's too late now. You're on that plane. You cannot do it."
Do you remember when we went on holiday? I left my phone on the plane. We drove all the way home.
We come back from holidays.
We got in the house, was unpacking, and I realised I didn't have my phone.
She left it on the seat.
And no, you left it in the back of the seat, do you remember?
Okay, it's my fault.
Because I have it on a lanyard. He was doing something on it. Instead of giving it me back, he put it in front of the seat and didn't say anything and left it.
I get the blame.
I cried because I really, really screamed and got upset because Mia was only young, and I'd done like archived videos of all like her first picture. I took everything was on it of Mia's, and I thought I'd lost it, and I cried and cried. I said to him, "I'm going back to the airport. I will find this phone." And he was like, "Gemma, it's like 2 a.m. It's gone. It's fine." I was like, "No." I said, "There's a good Samaritan out there." I was like, "I'm a nice person. Karma will come back round." I rung the airport, explained what had gone on. I was like, "I'm on my way." And they went, "Well, we'll see if it's been handed in." Someone on the seat behind us had seen it, picked it up, handed it into the air stewardess. She'd give it to someone in Manchester Airport. They'd put it in a lost property. I had to go, park, run in. It was about a 3-hour round job, wasn't it? I got my phone back and all of Mia's. So whoever that good Samaritan was, genuinely thank you.
But she forgets the keys and the phones and everything.
I forget to put wear knickers sometimes, don't I? Who's most likely to run late? Me. But it's because I'm always doing things like that distract me. A woman's work is never done.
Can we go for the next question?
Yeah.
Do you read or I read?
You.
Okay. Who's most likely to stay up binging or watching TV?
That's me again. I binge watched Tulsa King last week. I'm waiting for the next step to be released.
There you go.
You watch your Spanish series though every single night,
But
and the first thing you do in the morning is put Spanish news on.
Yeah, because I watch the news. Listen to the news in the background.
You binge watch news in the morning, I binge watch series at night. So that's 50-50, really.
I don't binge news in the morning. I wake up in the morning and I just have the news on. Probably most of the people will do.
I don't. It's too negative. I don't need that negativity in my life. I don't watch any news. Who's most likely to cry at a sad film? That's Gorka.
But also, what happened the other night, this is very funny. I think.
Oh, yeah.
I fell asleep. I was in bed, and she was watching her Tulsa King series, and that's what she said.
No, I've finished the last ep. I'm waiting for the last episode of this series 3 to come out.
And I wake up in the middle of the night. It was not in the middle. It was probably like 10:30.
Yeah.
With my sweats, because she was.
He's having night sweats.
Because she was very hot in the room, and I look at the telly. Guess what she was watching on the telly? She was watching The Notebook.
Film. That's his favourite film.
Secretly, she loves it too.
No, it came up as recommended for you. So I don't know what you'd been watching for The Notebook to be recommended. As
just rom-coms.
As our picks on Netflix. So I thought, you know what, I'll stick it on. I'll have a Butcher's. And it was good.
It's a beautiful movie.
Yeah, I mean, she waited 7 years for him. It's a long time, that, isn't it? I mean, I'd be like 7 days, maybe 7 weeks. 7 years is a long time to wait for one person, isn't it? But it was lovely. And it made me sad at the end with the dementia. That bit was sad. But then I thought, would you wait for me for 7 years?
I don't know.
It's a long time, isn't it? Think of all the stuff you could do in 7 years instead of moping over one person.
It's a movie, Gemma.
Well, that's why you stick to Tulsa King. That's better. People are getting beat up and buried alive. That's more my kind of film. That's all we've got time for.
No, one more.
Oh, is there?
I'll do the last one, yeah?
Yeah.
Who is most likely to win an argument?
To win an argument? Probably you, because I can never be arsed, so I'll let you think you've won. And I just think I'm a baby lamb, I don't need no drama. I'll say, okay, whatever. And then when you walk away under gritted teeth, I'm like...
I only argue if I know I'm right.
No, the thing with you is you got the Spanish stubbornness.
If I know I'm right, I will argue with you until I die.
That's what I mean.
Because I know I'm right. But if I know I'm not right, I don't even bother. I just, whatever.
Yeah, I don't bother. I don't really argue with a lot of people. But if I have
to have an argument or a conversation and I have to defend my point, if I won't let it go because I know I'm right, and if I have to let it go, I will make sure that you know that for the rest of your life that I haven't let it go.
Yeah, but that's a waste of time.
No. Because I won't waste my time on you, but I just know how to make you feel like I know that I was right.
But it doesn't make me feel like I know you were right, because I just...
not with you in general.
I genuinely, I'm one of them, I think if it's going to stress me, it's going to eat into me biohacking. I don't want stress on my body. It's no good for me. I need to be I don't want no stress in my life. So if someone's arguing with me, I just nod and listen and then do what I was going to do anyway. That's my motto. It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. That's all we've got time for this week. But thank you so much for joining us.
That was quick.
It's been quick, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But fun. That's the main thing. And thank you for hanging out with us. If you have got a question, or you've got a dilemma for us next week, or maybe you've got an idea of a game that you'd like us to play anyway.
I have a nice idea of a game.
Oh, do you?
I saw it the other day and I sent it to Maltz.
Ah, okay.
I want to do it.
Email us, lostintranslation@bauermedia.co.uk, or follow us on socials. It's lost.in.podcast. And please don't forget to subscribe. Please review us and tell your mates about us. Spread us far and wide. Spread them. Right, well, I don't want to let you go, but that's all we've got time for this week, isn't it? Before actually we go, have you noticed anything I've done during the ep?
No, apart from annoying me.
Have you not noticed the reference to 5 bad boys with the power to rock you, blowing your mind so you got to get into? 5, what you waiting for? If you want a 3, 2, 1. I'm slipping in 5 lyrics.
No idea. I don't know any songs for them.
We will rock you. Keep touring 5.